guys, this is Miguel, and in this video I make a Taijutsu Burst Deck Profile. Since set 29, Taijutsu Burst has been one of the strongest themes, but it's not the easiest one to just pick up and play. It requires you to have a deep understanding of how the combos work and how you chain them with each other. First of all, to get a better understanding of what this deck works with, let's remind ourselves what Burst actually does. When this ninja is put in play, reveal the top card of your deck. That card remains face up until the end of this turn, as long as it remains on top of your deck. In that case, this ninja gets +X during this turn, while X equals the revealed card's entrance cost. This effect by itself can pop up our ninjas when they are put in play, giving us a slight advantage over our opponent, but more importantly, this effect allows us to consistently take advantage of our top deck. So let's start with our 0-drops. 3 Hanabi Hyuga from set 29. Her effect is similar to Messenger Ninja but with Taijutsu. She makes our early game fast and consistent. Also, unlike Messenger Ninja, she has 2 combat and growth, so she can defend herself if you didn't hit a good ninja with her effect, and can also activate a second time in a turn if you growth her. This deck is Lightning Earth, so she is a perfect choice here. Next, 3 Rock Lee set 29. Our first Burst Ninja. Having Burst on turn 0 is super important. The earlier we play Burst Ninjas, the earlier we can start with our combos that give us great momentum and advantage. On top of that, he has Growth, which allows us to use this effect even more than once. But now comes the best part. If our top deck is a revealed Taijutsu Ninja, keep in mind every time we burst we reveal our top deck, we can move it to our hand for 2 chakra during our mission phase. Let's make this effect consistent with our next 0-drop. 2 Shiho. Once per turn, we can draw 1 card and then move 1 card from our hand on top of our deck. This allows us to always decide what our top deck is. You might ask, how does this benefit us? Let's say we have Shio in our village, and we deploy a Burst Ninja like Rock Lee. Since he's put in play, his Burst effect triggers. Now we can chain Burst with our Shio and draw 1 card first. Then we pick a Taijutsu Ninja with the highest entrance cost from our hand on top of our deck. Now Burst applies and we reveal that card. Our Burst Ninja, in this case Rock Lee, gets a ridiculous boost for the turn, and we can also activate Rock Lee's effect to get our revealed Taijutsu Ninja back to our hand. We can do this every turn. Let's move on to our last 0-drop. 2 Yagura. Unfortunately, he doesn't have Burst, but he's both Earth and Lightning. He can scout our opponent's hand and pump up with his effect. For 1-drops, we have 2 Naruto Uzumaki combat training. He has Taijutsu, Burst, and also decent stats. Other than that, he is mainly here for consistency. We not only need a lot of Burst Ninjas for our combos, but also a lot of turn 0 and 1 Taijutsu Ninjas to consistently hit with our Hanabi. Also, we can squat and reinforce him later in the game and make him our only Forbidden Jutsu user. Next, we have 3 Hinata from set 29. She's the fastest card in this deck that pluses our hand each turn for free. She has Burst and Inherit, for those guys who forgot what Inherit does. If this ninja would be discarded, we can remove it from game instead. In that case, one of our ninjas get her effect. This is super annoying for our opponent, since it's really hard to get rid of our draw engine. Additionally to the 1 card we draw with her during our mission phase, this deck has various ways to put in play Burst Ninjas doing our opponent's EOJ too, so we technically draw up to 2 cards per turn with her, which is absolutely ridiculous. Since you all are smart people, you already noticed that with only Rock Lee and Hinata on the field, we draw 2 additional cards every turn for just 2 chakra, 3 cards if we burst during our opponent's EOJ. The first 2-drop is Rock Lee and Tortoise Ninja. He is staple in every Taijutsu deck with good stats and awesome effects. He searches our Might guy, who is important in this deck, so keep that in mind for later. Next is Hisashi Hyuga, set 29. Like Hinata, he has Burst and Inherit. If he is discarded, we can give 1 damage to target opposing ninja, unless we control 3 or more Taijutsu ninjas. In that case, we deal 2 damage instead. Really good effect. Makes our opponent think twice before swinging, because after he dies, one of our ninjas inherits his effect too. 1 Shira as our 3-drop. Another Burst Ninja that can use Rock Lee Jutsus, and we do have a devastating Rock Lee Jutsu, so that gives us another user for that, which is really helpful in some cases. But we can also recycle our Taijutsu Ninjas with his other effect. Then we also have 2 Anko Mitarashi Dango Special. Although she doesn't have Taijutsu, she is another burst ninja that abuses its mechanic just like Shio does. but much better, because we can also activate her effect doing either play as EOJ to chain all our burst ninjas we put on play with our effects or jutsus. You really don't want to miss out on that. Our only 4th drop is Ronro. He is burst, taijutsu, and can apply the effect of burst of target ninja for 1 chakra. More bursts mean more powerful ninjas and more combos. Also, his 2nd effect keeps our top deck revealed, allowing us to play even smarter and deeper combo chains. I have a lot of fun with this one. Next are the 5 drops. Those are the ninjas you always want to cycle on top of your deck each turn. We start with Might Guy, unlimited power. Doing EOJ, if this Might Guy is revealed on top of our deck, we can put him in play into any one of our battling teams if we pay 2 lightning. You may have already noticed that this is not hard to accomplish in this deck. Once on the field, he triggers Burst, allowing us to use Anko and Hinata again, doing our opponent's EOJ, to draw extra cards and guarantee the high boost. At the end of the turn, he goes back to our hand, allowing us to cycle him on top of our deck again, to repeat this every turn. We can start this even early on in the game, as long as we can afford the cost, that is. Next is 2 Neji Hyuga set 29. Earth, Lightning, Burst, Ascendant, Taijutsu. He has pretty much everything you need. Also a really good effect to drain chakra and draw even more cards. The last ninja is the only 6th drop in this deck, the 4th Raikage. Although he doesn't have burst himself, he gives my burst ninjas a +6 bonus if he was top deck, and also has a really good put and play effect and amazing stats. Now let's look at our mission cards. First we have 3 Perseverance, Earth, Lightning, such as out any Taijutsu ninja in our deck on turn 1. Amazing card, there is no need to go into detail here. Then 3 Wager, another 1 drop that works absolutely amazing with burst. With all the bursts, we can easily outpower our opponent and force them to block our devastating assaults, making it hard for them to recover from that loss. Also, after we win the victory with our target, we draw 2 cards. If our target was the Rock Lee platoon, we draw 3 cards instead. Next, 2 Decoding the Message, the last 1 drop mission, and that card even gives us 3 cards guaranteed in this deck. Usually this mission depends on your luck more or less, but we eliminate that luck by revealing a new card from our top deck every turn due to the effect of burst. We can also chain combo it with all our other ninjas' effects, but we also need to be prepared for our opponent's plays. So we need to add 2 Dehydration for protection. Then we also add 1 Training in the Moonlight. It is limited for a reason and works best in decks with consistent hand size like this one. And the last one is Heroic Spirit, our only 3 drop mission. It's permanent 3 and gives all our ninjas and ninja cards burst. Most of our ninjas already have burst, but some of them still profit from that a lot, like for example the 4th Hokage, or our reinforcement and squad ninjas. But not only that, if we apply the effect of burst, if the value applied was 2 or higher, we may draw 1 card from the bottom of our deck. So you can imagine that we draw so many cards we can literally style on our opponent every turn with this. Now we can move on to our jutsu cards. First and most important, 3-Leaf Hurricane puts in play one of our Taijutsu ninjas from our discard pile or chakra area, ignoring the entrance cost. Almost every ninja can use it, even on turn 0. And the ninjas we put in play trigger burst, we draw more cards with Hinata and all the good stuff. And all that only costs us 2 generic chakra, which is nothing. Then we have 3 Silent Fist, same requirement, but the cost is more specific. We need to pay 1 lightning and 1 earth to play this jutsu, but even that isn't an issue with our deck's turbo engine. It makes 1 opposing ninja standby for this turn, and also the next turn. Very good to create holes in our opponent's defense and winning a lot of BRs, but also to just defend ourselves by responding to our opponent's jutsus. Next one are 2 Mad Ants of Infinity. It costs 3 lightning and only Rock Lee can use it. While this card is indeed very specific, it is definitely worth it. It's similar to Naruto 2K Barrage, but much better and more consistent. With our burst engine, we can at least guarantee our top deck to be a ninja card. In the many games I played with this deck, I always got the 2 damage out of this jutsu. It feels so much safer than 2K Barrage. This jutsu is absolutely unfair. And the last one is obviously One Big Bang. Since it's a free mission card that breaks even and generates a lot of chakra, you never want to miss out on that. And then we have 2 Toichi clients. I would love to play 3. I would even love to add 3 Ayame on top of that, but we only have so much space to work with, right? Like Big Bang, Toichi and Ayame work like 3 mission cards. And Toichi has both lightning and earth, heals our ninjas and accelerates our deck. Also, while he's in play, he pumps up our Naruto, so he becomes a 5 combat while injured. That was our main deck. Let's move on to our reinforcement deck. We have 1 Rock Lee and Neji Hyuga. Very good to search out your jutsu cards. 1 Neji and Hinata, and 1 Naruto and Hinata. This squad is important to reinforce into the next cards. 1 Kage Naruto, 1 Sage Naruto, and 1 Ninetales Chakra Mode Naruto. Then we have 3 green jumpsuits. This tool either gives a ninja burst or taijutsu. I usually equip my Shio and Anko with this so that I can use my jutsus, but sometimes you just want the +1 bonus. Then we have 1 barrier tag. This protects our tools on permanent missions. Then 2 Furuma Shuriken, not very impressive in a taijutsu deck since we don't have any weapon ninjas, but this card is basically free if we have too many cards on our hand and just don't know what to do with them, and it helps us to win outstanding victories more consistently, especially combined with Wager. Then 1 Bashosen. Since we play Earth Lightning, we will get either Shield or Crush, but considering what type of deck this is, we definitely want a Crush. Then we have 1 Tailed Beast Bomb Barrage, Cryos Tailed Beast, so only our Ninetales Chakra Mode Naruto can use it. And then we also have the massive Rasen Shuriken. If you want the expert effect, wait until turn 7 and use it with the Ninetales Chakra Mode Naruto. But if you feel like you can close the game on turn 6, then use it with the Kage Naruto, since he also has Jinchuriki. And that was it. This deck is a lot of fun, very fast, and sometimes even unfair. But to make this deck a threat on every tournament depends on how well you can utilize all the combos. If you like this video, please leave a like and share this video with your friends. Feel free to give your feedback and ask any questions in the comment section below. You can also suggest what kind of deck profile you want to see next. So see you next time and take care, guys.